sometimes folks forget to put powder in these things. It's real important that they know how to get the projectile out. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to pretend, well, we're just not going to put, we're going to load it with no powder in it. That's what we're going to do. Okay, but if we were loading it, you know, we didn't, you know, we just kind of made a mistake. We have our adjustable powder measure. We're going to load this thing. So adjustable powder measure, bottom comes out, up and down. So an adjustable means you can load in between, let's say 90 and 100. You can load at 95. You can load at 97 or 93 grains. And of course, you kind of got to guess because the increments in here are in 10 grain increments. But you could load at 85 grains or 83 grains or 75 grains or 85 grains, but it needs to be adjustable for these sabots or for any bullets you're shooting. You have to be able to adjust the powder charge. If you're shooting, let's say a 275 grain bullet, 250 grain bullet, start off with about, I'd start off with about 85 grains of powder. If you're shooting a 300 grain bullet, go with 100. But you know, because you're going to have to adjust your load. Okay, so we got our here set at 90 grains. I'm not going to put any powder in here. So let's just say, you know, we're going to load up. Pour our powder in. Okay, now we're going to put our sabot in. Sabot and bullet. Bullet goes in the sabot. And then we put all this in together. And when you do this, there's little slits on these sabots. Always try and put the sabot in the same way every time, meaning I like to line up one of these grooves with my front sight here, okay? So we're going to do that. We're going to line it up. I'm going to take a ball starter, or bullet starter, and this is going to be like a short starter, and then this part here will go ahead and push it on down a little farther in the barrel. So we're going to go ahead and get it started. That. And we're going to go ahead and push it down a little farther. Now, these things should be snug. Not tight, not loose, but snug. Now, what we're going to do is Powder Pack Supreme and Powder Pack Pro take the place of your hand going over this ramrod while you're pushing the bullet down. Okay, normally your hand would be up here and you'd be pushing this thing down with your hand. Okay? Powder Pack has two ends, end N and A and end B. And A takes the place of your hand while we're pushing it down the barrel to get it onto the powder charge. And B is our packing end. Okay, so we still have to push this down to the powder charge. So we put our ramrod in, and A goes over the ramrod, and we push it down. Nice, smooth action. Okay? Like I said, this thing should be snug. They're made to be snug. Not real tight, not loose. But you need to put some force on it to get it down. That's how they're supposed to feel in your gun. Alright? So now we're pressing down, and we're down, and normally you would feel it hit the powder, but we don't have any powder in here. So we're going to keep going. Okay, now that normally would have hit the powder, but we don't have any powder. So go. We still don't know we don't have any powder in here. Okay, so now we're going to pack. This is end B. Instead of putting your hand over here, pushing down, trying to feel how far down to push or marking your ramrod, because after a while you'll have so many marks on your ramrod, you won't be able to remember what each mark means. Okay, once you get 3 or 4 marks on there, and then you start changing load and more marks, and if you have one mark at 85 grains and you say you want to change your powder load 3 or 4 grains up or down, 3 or 4 grains up and down in this barrel is not going to make a mark high enough on this ramrod so you can see the change in the powder. So, marking your ramrod is good for making sure the gun's unloaded, but you know, for trying to hit these loading marks, it's really difficult. It's very confusing, and a lot of times you'll pack to the wrong line. So just use Powder Pack Supreme or Powder Pack Pro. Okay, so now we're going to pack this thing. But first, let me show you this. Every powder packer comes with a practice block. All this is a block of wood, dowel rod. Put the dowel rod in the wood, tap it in there, and this is practice for you to feel this compression system in here bottom out. That's all it's for, okay? Both of them, they're the same. It's just a compression system. One's a little stronger than the other, but they both work on the same principle. Doesn't matter if you're left-handed, right-handed. So, to practice, to see what you're looking for, you're going to put NB over here. Pretend this is your ramrod. Put it on a strong table, no glass table. Okay, press down until it stops. Now the first couple times you do it, you know, you're not going to know what you're feeling, but you got to feel it stop. So press down hard. Okay, you go, oh, okay, I feel it. Then you go from thump thump to tap tap. Okay, takes about 5 seconds. All right, now that you know what you're looking for, we're going to pack the gun. Okay. You can do it either way, left hand, right hand. Grab it, press down. Load it. Pretty simple. Real fast. No guessing. No marking the ramrod. You're loaded. Okay, so now we're ready to shoot. We're going to put our primer on. We're going to shoot. Boom. Except it goes click. You know, oh, we forgot powder. Okay. So what do we do? There's a couple different types of bullet pullers. One's a screw, which is basically a screw. The other one is a bullet puller, but it will also pull a passed round ball. Okay, that's why it's round, more thick here. This will actually fill up the barrel more, so this part of the screw will go actually down through the center of a passed round ball. Okay, this one will pull a passed round ball, but it's a little more difficult because, you know, you can move it around in the barrel. So, but anyways, we're shooting sabots and bullets, so I use the screw. Okay, so you put the screw, put the bullet puller on the end of the ramrod, like so. Push it in, feel it hit the bullet, spin it around. Now, when I'm at the range, I would be using a range rod. Okay. There's our bullet. Now this was a hollow point bullet to begin with. There's nothing wrong with this bullet. The hollow point may be a little bit different, a little bit deeper, but you can use this bullet, you can hunt with this bullet, it'll still make a big hole in deer. So don't throw it away. There's nothing wrong with that bullet. Now we're going to pull the patch, or the sabot. Same thing. Get it down in the sabot. Like I said, I'm going to show you my range rods here in a minute. I just forgot to bring them out here on the table. Okay, you got it in the sabot. You're going to pull the sabot. Okay, there it is. You won't be able to use this sabot because there's a hole in it. So just, you know, pitch it. Okay, so we've cleaned our gun. We've got our bullet out. We've got the sabot out. Now we can load it. And let me go get a range rod here real quick.